Hey, what's going on with you, everybody? Hey, I'm your man, the Cash Minister. I'm the owner of Employee the Boss. Man, I love you guys, man. Today is a beautiful day. It's great. It's wonderful, man. I want to tell you, man, imagination is part of the one of being one of the kings that help control your reality. So, man, never underestimate your imagination. Don't ever stop creating your world and your reality. And man, like Steve Harvey. Man, he's one of the dudes. He talks about how he went from going from being flat broke, from living in his car to being discovered, to going to where he's at, to having a talk show, and everything of this sort. And so he talks about how he used his imagination to climb up from the bottom, man. And so it's very important. Before I get into talking about highs and lows, and I really want to appreciate everybody who watching live and also everybody who come and watch and replay. Thank you very much. I definitely appreciate you. I want to just tell you my story and reason why I'm able to even really speak about this because, man, I came from when my younger life in my childhood, man, it was nobody to really believe in me and my goals and my dreams and things I wanted. And so I had really big aspirations and I was telling people about my life and where I wanted to go. And I had like problem after problem and things I had to solve within myself. And so I had to really get over that moment and that point and really had to solve it within myself. I said, man, there's gotta be some gotta be a way that I can make it out of it and going forward and really like crush it. So I had to learn how to solve problems within my own life, first of all. And so it was like, man, I had the low self-esteem, no confidence. Man, I had, stolen identity being stolen, and I went through like business, and some things went good, and their sales they went good, and then some it didn't, and so I had to break this cycle of the good and like woo doing the roller coaster thing. So I had to really learn and get that under control, and so then I learned, I said, you know what, man, life is not hard. It has to be easy and it has to be a way. So once I started learning, I said, you know what, there has to be an answer for life. And so I said, you know what, that everything works like by clockwork. I see the weather. I was looking at the weather. I'm like, you know what? Every fall, winter, spring, summer, it worked like clockwork. I'm like, it comes back every year. And so as I started looking at nature and I started looking at seeds and I started looking at the garden, and I said, you know what? Life works like clockwork, and summer never fails, winter, spring, summer, all that stuff, it never fails. So I said, if I can learn the principles and understand some things in life and the reason why how life goes, then maybe, you know what? I can make that growth and change. So once I started to learn and do that part, then I started to understand and I started making a transformation. This all fits into about highs and lows in life. And once you really start to understand life, then you can have less low places and more high places. I talk to you about that because look, anybody to tell you like, oh, I was just here and I never had no problems, or it went from zero to 100. That's not true. Anybody could tell you that they lying to themselves and trying to get you to believe something else. So I had to learn that. And once I did learn it, then I started applying principles and things started working and everything started going forward. So just to make to talk to you about really like the highs and lows and how to stay out of the low places. As I said, everybody in our life, we go to the moments where we go in the low places in the valleys of our life. So the thing is also is to be mindful of how your mind works and what you speak in life. What you think is what you speak, and what you speak is how you act, and what you do it also become your character, your life, and your destiny. As you start moving forward and you start fixing your mindset, you start fixing your mouth, you start fixing the actions that you take. um I like T. Harv Eker. He talks about the real simple formula in making life successful. It comes down to this: thoughts. Thoughts equals feelings. Feelings equals actions. Actions equals results. Thoughts, feelings, actions, results. So what you think is start how you start to feel. How you feel is what you start to act upon. Once you start taking them actions, now you're starting to get those certain results. So what led you to those high places? It was the good thinking. It was the thought that you had about your success and planning and goals, and that helped you move forward, which caused you to feel good about yourself. Those actions, now you start to get results. So what started happening within that? I'm You look at the environment as we all surrounded. See, it's we never are truly valued by who we are. Okay. And I'm telling you, when you're doing good, you're really not acknowledged for your good, not even your own self. So you gotta start acknowledging yourself about the good things that you're doing and you taking forth in action and make it happen. And when you do that, then you know what? Things start going as well as that point. So you start also looking at, what's working and what's not working. Okay. And as you start to find out what is working, then you can start to get rid of the things that's not working in your life. And you say, you know what? It's like in a low place. Okay. All right. No matter where you are at today, it doesn't have to be your tomorrow. And you have to have that mindset. Where I'm at today is not my tomorrow. So, you know what? Today, I'm going to take the actions and the steps that's going to make my future and my planning and for my tomorrow. As I do that for today, I'm setting up tomorrow. As I'm setting up tomorrow, hey, I'm setting up the next day and the next day. But if you start thinking about, man, uh, this ain't going right, and that, and that, and that, you start to focus on that and you start to get more and more of that as it like the law of attraction. So, but you have to focus on what is going right. What can you do to make yourself out of today that will help you for tomorrow? And as you start thinking about that, that's how you keep from them low spots in life. Keep taking the actions to steps today. And I'm telling you, you sowing that seed into tomorrow, which putting you into the high place, which is getting you out of that valley, which is putting you back up on the high place. And so you don't have the low points in your life. See what I'm saying? So as I realized that in my own life, I said, "Oh." And once I started reading, and I can't even remember where I picked it up from, but it inspired me because it said, you know what? The reason why you are where you are today, Aaron, is because what you did yesterday has set your today up. So once you start doing that, start being mindful, being aware of what's going on. Start thinking, hey, you know what? I don't care what it looks like in your far as your reality. I don't care um if you're not discovered yet. I don't care whatever. You know, be thankful for what you have. And I'm telling you, you can start moving and working with what you have. Look at the things around your house that you're not using that, hey, you can start taking and start making it put to work. Okay. For example, like right here, my internet. Don't take my internet for granted. This is where I'm able to reach out to more people. So I take value within my internet and going forward. So that's a valuable asset. You see what I'm saying? Hey, the laptop in which I use, not to say, oh, this thing I need to upgrade this. You know what? I got a laptop that I can use and I can reach more people. I can do more research. I can Google. I can contact more people than you know what? Um, can't go nowhere. Hey, you got the internet. You got the internet where you can reach more people, tens, hundreds, thousands more people, and you got the internet right there. Hey, be thankful for that part right there. You able to take advantage of. You got your health and everything else. As you start to be grateful for what you have, you can start to see the more abundance that surrounds you. But if you focus on what you don't have, you start having less and less and less. But you focus on what you do have and how you can use it. It's not so much about resources, but about being resourceful. Because even a lot of people who have a lot of resources, they're not resourceful because they don't even see what's in front of them. But you, as being a person who is having resources and being very resourceful, I'm telling you, you can start making and putting those things to work. And I'm telling you, start putting up on your high place. But also, man, be thankful because everybody is working for your success. Everything is working for your good. And understand that nobody have done anything by themselves. I mean, it's everybody like, hey, people who provide the internet, people who made computer, made whoever made got you a job, the connection, people who create the social media areas and things of this sort. All this is working together to help bring you to that place and help you make it your final rival. Hey, I'm your man, the Cash Minister. I hope that helped. I'm telling you, cause like I said, I know we all go through highs and lows, but I'm telling you, I'm trying to keep you from less lows because I was in low places in life. And so as I start focusing on what I do have and what I can work with, I start going forward. What's my step today? What's gonna help me? What's gonna plant my seed for tomorrow and the next day and the next day? Hey, I love you. You guys take care. And hey, go for your dreams. Crush it. Get it. All right. Talk to you later.